Whether you're cleaning your dryer vent yourself or you're hiring a professional, don't forget these areas because cleaning the vent alone is not enough to keep your house safe from a fire and keep your dryer running efficiently. The first spot that you're definitely going to need to clean if you've been using your dryer for more than 6 months is inside the lint tray. Even if you pull out that lint tray and clean it after every use, there's still going to be a huge amount of lint in there. So pause this video and go take a flashlight, shine it in, and you might not see anything at first, but look at the inside wall closer to the outside of the dryer, and that will be caked up with lint, pet hair, and a whole bunch of nasty stuff that could cause a fire. This spot is easy to clean. There's a lot of gizmos and gadgets online, but the only one I would recommend is this one. It connects to any type of vacuum, whether it's a big shop vac or a household vacuum, and it's long enough to go in, reach those tough to reach spots, and it also comes with a brush. So all you're going to need is the vacuum attachment and a brush. You're going to loosen the stuff off the side with the brush and then suck it all up with the vacuum. And this spot fills up with lint fast, so you might want to do this every 6 months and then do the whole dryer vent cleaning every year. But it's up to you. Just make sure it gets cleaned at least once a year. The next spot, which is the number one reason I see when people are having difficulty drying their clothes or their dryer's not working at all and they have to go to the laundromat, is the outside vent. Whether it's on the side of your house or the roof, there is going to be lint accumulating around the edges. Once this starts, it keeps building up until the whole vent is completely clogged, and there's no way to clean it from the inside. Even if you brush it, blow it with a leaf blower, that it's not going to remove it from the outside. So the only way to remove it is to actually go outside and take your hand with gloves and remove it. On the side of the house will be a little bit easier. If it's on your roof, only go on your roof if you feel comfortable. If you don't feel comfortable, hire a professional to do it. And make sure if you hire someone that they actually go on the roof and check it. There's 2 ways it'll get clogged on the outside. Either with a big piece of lint like I was talking about, or a screen. A lot of pest control companies or the houses leave the screens on, and that's fine for a kitchen or a bathroom exhaust, but with dryer lint, it will get clogged right away if the screen's right on top. There's a couple of options you could do to keep animals out. Number one is get the correct screen or cage that gives the dryer enough room, or change your roof jack or change the outside vent to one that'll help keep out pests a little bit better without getting clogged. Next is going to be the actual inside of the dryer. So there's two main styles of dryer. One where you open the door, lint tray is in there, and then that part we already know to clean. But the other one has the lint tray on top that you pull. It's a little more old school. They still make dryers like this. I think it's the best dryer. And then these ones, when you go behind the dryer, there'll be screws on the back. You just take off the screws. It's really easy. And then it comes apart. The place where the screen goes in comes apart. And then you also have access to the floor pan. Even though dryers are supposed to be sealed, there will be a thick layer of dust if you haven't done this in more than a year or two. So make sure that gets cleaned, because a lot of people think the fire starts in the dryer vent, but the fire actually starts inside of the dryer, and then it'll spread to the structure of your house through the vent if you have the wrong transition vent. And that's the next thing I want to talk about. The only transition vent that I would recommend is this one. This is Dryer Flex. It's made out of metal, so if, God forbid, there's a fire inside your dryer, this will stop it from spreading to the structure of your house. And I'll leave a link down below. And then the next part, which is often overlooked, is going to be up in the attic. If your dryer vent goes to the roof, it's very important to check in your attic every couple of years to make sure it's not disconnected or missing where it goes out. I see this all the time, and it's really scary because your dryer could be working perfectly fine because there's perfect airflow, but it's all flowing flammable into your attic. So those are the areas that you're going to want to check if you want to clean your dryer vent yourself or hire someone. And if you want to see how to clean the whole system yourself, check out this video here.